This video is brought to you by Ugreen. I've done budget desk setups, I've done weird setups, gaming setups, productivity setups, and plenty more, but I don't think I've put together a decent all-rounder until now. An exciting necessity, which I hope I'll be able to share with you soon, led to the assembly of this setup, and I really love how it turned out. It can be used with laptops and desktops alike, and it features pretty much all bits and pieces one might require to sit and be productive, chill, and occasionally have fun. It does have something missing though, which I'll tell you more in a bit. As always, all the links will be in the description below, and let's start with the desk itself, which I'm sure you can guess by now is from IKEA. But there is a twist. The twist is the new Alex storage unit, which follows the footsteps of the all-famous Alex drawer, being the backbone in the desk setup community out there. In my mind, the Alex drawer is the best-selling item in IKEA, which is, of course, a joke. The best-selling item in IKEA is actually the meatball, where IKEA moves a whopping 150 million meatballs per year. Anyway, the Alex storage unit is for those who don't want to move anything but rather store something larger than meatballs or things that normally won't fit into the traditional Alex drawer. In my case, that will be the NAS or the network attached storage, the place where I store my project files. But if you decide, you can have the Alex drawer in one side and the storage on the other, flanking your legs below any tabletop. I picked the gray turquoise Alex, which contrasts beautifully with the bamboo antler tabletop and Hilvert legs. All tabletops and Alex products now come with pre-drilled holes to attach to each other, leading to a very inexpensive and quite sturdy construction. I will be calculating the total cost of the desk along the way so you can get an idea where you can navigate in terms of expenses if you decide to put together something similar. And by the way, if you end up enjoying this video, subscribe, because why not? Now let's talk Balolo, the German company that builds fantastic desk accessories, in fact an entire system, with the help of metal and wood and a huge dose of design and vision. Balolo is not sponsoring this video, but if you decide to grab something, feel free to check out the special discount link they kindly provided. So this is the setup cockpit shelf system, which you can think of as a little desk on top of your desk. This particular one is the larger size of 2 that comes in 3 colors, this being the American oak finish, which matches the bamboo antler tabletop perfectly. What makes this shelf special is the patented mounting grid system underneath, which allows you to attach all sorts of clever accessories. In the case of this setup, on the left side, I've mounted Balolo's large tray, which can either be used to hold your laptop, maybe, thinner console or some other belongings, or the catch-all trays that I have. Ideal for all sorts of small, loose items like drives, little accessories, and others. In the middle, I have Balolo's newly released tablet holder, which is perfect to rest the iPad, for example, and use it as a second monitor. And on the right, I have the Apple Watch holder, which has to be my favorite accessory. So as far as I know, the original Apple Watch charger is the only one that can fast charge the Apple Watch. And for that reason, I want to use, the OEM version. And with the Balolo holder, things could not be more convenient because it's right here on the desk. I don't have to stand up and look for it. I can just rest my watch for like 20 or 30 minutes, top it up in no time, and just, put it back on my wrist and just move on with my day. It is very convenient, and it actually looks very, very nice. On the very right side, I've attached the laptop dock, which can hold pretty much any size portable computer. If you've tried using standalone vertical risers, you'll appreciate how sturdy this solution is compared to anything else. Another benefit of using this storage laptop solution, in fact, this being the entire concept of the system, is that everything that matters is lifted up from the desk, giving you that peace of mind and space when working. No worries if you spill something by accident, knowing that everything floats alongside the plethora of space left on the tabletop. And of course, that vertical elevation of things, everything looks fantastic. In terms of cable management and organization, Balolo offers individual cable organizers which you can use to route cables underneath the shelf. But what's interesting here is that recently Balolo also released a cable management system, which as expected is made from metal and comes in their signature high-quality finish. With the help of the provided Velcro organizers and some zip ties, I was able to attach and hide pretty much all bricks and chargers, leaving only one power cable to worry about, sitting behind the Alex drawer. One thing I've always found annoying when organizing a desk is dealing with chargers, by the way. Since there's always a need to plug in additional devices, it's best to have an all-in-one solution, and in this case that is the Ugreen Nexode 300-watt GAN charger. This 5-port GAN beast features a single dedicated 140-watt output port, and in addition, it allows you to fast charge multiple laptops at the same time. The PD 3.1 charging protocol means faster charging speeds regardless of whether you're topping up smartphones, tablets, or portable computers. The largest 16-inch MacBook Pro, for example, can go from 0 to 56% within 30 minutes, and with 4 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A, the charger intelligently distributes output current depending on what's plugged in. You can be sure your devices are protected thanks to the built-in smart thermal guard system that provides first-class safety by monitoring temperature changes in real time. This beautiful charger stays firmly in place thanks to the integrated feet, keeping things classy no matter your desk style, so be sure to check out the first link in the description below to grab the Ugreen Nexode 300-watt GAN charger. Now in my case, I've attached the Ugreen charger to the cable organizer, allowing me to provide power to pretty much all my devices while keeping everything nice and clean. Despite the monitor providing PD power to the laptop, which I'll talk more about in a bit, if need be I can fast charge my 16-inch MacBook Pro with the Ugreen charger, since I've left additional USB-C cables attached to little stoppers throughout the length of the back of the tabletop. So even though the Apple Watch charger will do a great job here, I still need additional charging points, so for that I'm putting the Nomad Base 1 Max in white, which has the ability to charge the iPhone, another Apple Watch if I need to, and the AirPods or other wireless buds. And that thing is absolutely beautiful, and I think it is the missing piece in this color combo because it just looks so stylish, and most of all, it's timeless in terms of visual aesthetics. I love it, and it's heavy. That thing is not going anywhere. You know that feeling when you hold your charger to, detach the iPhone? That is not existent with the Base 1 Max because it weighs as much as the moon, staying firmly in place all the time. This charger comes in black as well, but I think the white one matches the aesthetics of the setup perfectly. MSI hooked us up with their latest modern series monitor. So the stand is heavy, which is nice. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh. That is very clean, I like it. It doesn't have a built-in power supply, so there's an additional brick that I need to think of. It is as simple as that. On the back we have 2 HDMI ports, 1 display port, and power delivery USB-C, and of course a 3.5mm headphone out port, which is great. Oh, that's not good. Why would you put this? Now that's very unfortunate. This is indeed a very minimal looking monitor, drawing inspiration from the studio displays of the world, with the heavy aluminum stand and clean aesthetics. In terms of build quality, it is light in plastic, but the stand gives it enough sturdiness to provide, minimum shakeage. It would have looked sleeker if it didn't have a chin, but for the price, I can't really complain about that. Talking about price, this MSI is a tad less than $300 while providing a fantastic 4K resolution at 60Hz with support for 139% sRGB, 99% DCI-P3, and 95% Adobe RGB, which makes it a great entry-level monitor for creative people out there. Okay, so this is what the monitor looks like by default. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see the difference in the wallpaper. And this is what it looks like once it's calibrated. You see how blue and pinkish it looks right here? But then after the calibration, everything is much warmer and toned down in terms of, extravagant colors. I love the way it turned out. DCI-P3, it says 97%, which is almost as what MSI claims at 99%. In terms of Adobe RGB, it says 89%, MSI claims 95%, but there could be some discrepancies.
which is it's not far off.
With the provided ports on the back, it can be used in dual input scenario, let's say a desktop and a laptop, where the laptop can stay charged with the provided 65-watt power delivery. The headphone jack on the back is appreciated as well, but it doesn't seem powerful enough to bring out the full potential of the speakers I chose, and for that, I'll need to look for a decent dock I can install at a later point. That is what's missing on this setup at this point. While on the topic of speakers, I picked the JBL 104 BT compact reference monitors. The BT part of the name stands for Bluetooth, but it really isn't something to brag about. It's version 5.0 and it's laggy at best. But when plugged in the right way, those speakers sound very impressive.
The feet on the bottom are very much like the feet on the AirPods. The HomePods, the big ones. So this is the master speaker, the controller. The knobs are metal. Ooh, very satisfying. And I can switch between Bluetooth, aux, RCA, and apparently all, which I'm not sure what it is. But there's a port for headphones and another for aux in, which is great. These look fantastic.
With the integrated 60-watt Class D power amp, 30 watts distributed on each speaker, they have plenty of punch at a flatter profile, perfect for people like me who care about sound quality when video editing. Picking these speakers in white in combination with the Balolo shelf, staying at the right height and everything is something I'm very proud of. To complement the sound of the speakers in isolation situations, I'm using the Soundcore Space One headphones in this beautiful light blue color. I've become a massive Soundcore fan over the years, and the Space One are a pair that I can enjoy for hours. They're very light and super comfortable, providing over 50 hours of listening time with active noise cancellation turned off. To keep them in arm's reach, I'm hooking them on one of IKEA's ROG hooks, which stays attached to the door of the Alex storage unit. By accident, I happen to have an ROG mouse for this setup as well, which is called Gladius 3. Gladius? I don't know. Ever since my first gaming mouse encounter, I'm having a hard time using traditional productivity mice, as I find them heavy and much less precise. The Gladius 3 is relatively light at 89 grams and very comfortable. I honestly stuck the provided grip tape for some aesthetics and not much else. This is the Bluetooth version of the mouse, which can be paired with up to 3 devices, ideal for the matching multi-point connection keyboard. In the box of the mouse, there are additional TPFE feet, which is always welcome, and also the Omron optical switches, which I replaced because I think they sound quieter. The keyboard for the setup is the Logitech MX Mechanical Mini for Mac, which is very similar to the traditional version. The light gray color is what drove me to try it, and to be honest, I have to say it's not bad. I do prefer the switches on my Keychron keyboard better, as this brown on the Logitech version is a bit mushy for my taste. Sadly, they're not hot swappable. Another downside is the missing brightness control for the monitor, which I use a lot, but that can be remapped. Other than that, the built-in quality of the MX Mechanical Mini and the ergonomic is great. It can be easily swapped and switched between 3 devices, which is fantastic. On the left side, I have the Magic Trackpad, which is paired with only 1 device, but I find it very useful for the Mac and this entire workflow. The mousepad I ordered is the Razer Pro Glide XXL, which comes in a 940 by 410mm size.
Now that's a perfect fit. Do you think Balolo measured this to fit the standard for the mousepads?
This light gray mousepad is a great companion for the ROG mouse, as it helps it glide effortlessly. Plus, it looks very minimal with low-key Razer branding. Another favorite piece of tech on the desk is the 8-bit Dual Light 2 controller in this beautiful turquoise color. This little controller can work with Nintendo Switch, Android devices, and it is officially supported by Apple, which allows it to work with the iPhone, iPad, iMac, or Mac, and even Apple TV. It charges via USB-C, yet it doesn't come with a docking station like the 8-bit Ultimate controller, which I talk more about in my other desk setup episode here. Check it out by clicking here and tap on my desk setup playlist to discover more great looking setups I've built over the years. Like and subscribe to the channel as well as my newsletter, and as always, it's been an absolute pleasure. This is Z, over and out.